Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be making, I'm going to try an aromatic beef curry. So with this, there's quite a few ingredients for this, but I've got some beef dripping here that I've had from the butchers. So there's some nice beef dripping, so I'm going to be using the beef dripping now in preparation of everything. So I've got the beef dripping. I'll be using 800 grams of some beef. I'll be cutting the beef up now into some chunks, and there's quite a lot of ingredients for this, so bear with me. There's onion, and some ginger. I put the ginger somewhere, but there's some ginger, some garlic, ground cumin or ground cumin, whatever that is. There's ground cumin, ground coriander, ground turmeric, there's turmeric, and black pepper, some ground ginger, so I've got ground ginger, some ground cloves, cardamom pots, and some garlic and some ginger. So I'm going to be using the lazy garlic and lazy ginger for this. Ground cinnamon, where's the cinnamon? Ground cinnamon, and some chili powder, and some fresh, some dried chilies. I probably wouldn't use the dried chilies, but just in case I need some for the flavouring. And also I'll be using some white vinegar, some yogurt, and I'll also be using some creme fraiche with it. So I've also got a tin of tomatoes and a tin of coconut milk, which I'll be using, a pinch of salt and also a pinch of sugar. So first of all, I've got the beef dripping in the pot, in the pan. So I'll be melting this. Whilst that's slowly melting, I'll just cut up the beef. The dripping is melted and spitting at me. And I'm just going to add the diced beef. So just let that brown nicely now, and then crack on with everything. So first wash my hands. Take a little bit of fat away, which I will fry up later now for the dogs. And prepare the onion. So I'm just going to dice the onion up. I'll get back to you now. I've chopped the onion ready. I've used 2 onions for this, but I will be doing extra than what I need, because I can put these in pots And I can freeze them if I so wish. I'll just let them brown off a bit more now. Right, the beef is browned enough. So I'm going to take these off the pan and I'll put them in another dish now. Just put the oil back on now at a low heat. And I'll just add the onions. So I've got 2 medium-sized onions here. So I've got them on the medium to low heat. And I'll just soften these a minute. Turn it up slightly and just soften these. 2 of the onions. We're going to add some ginger. Sort of sliced ginger. Add 3 large cloves of chopped garlic. So I'm using the easy garlic here. Just let that cook now for a few minutes on the medium heat. Right, while it's on the medium heat now, I'm going to add why did it go into that now? Two teaspoons of ground cumin. I'll put them all aside so I know I've done them. 2 teaspoons of ground coriander. And 2 teaspoons of turmeric. 2 a teaspoon of black pepper. One teaspoon of ground ginger. I know I had it here somewhere. Just a second. It's there in front of me. So 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. Half a teaspoon of ground cloves. With 6 cardamom pods. I put 8 in. So just crack them and stick these in. Now a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Just a teaspoon of that. And some chilli. About 2 teaspoons of chili powder. And that's it. Give it a stir. Let this cook in a minute. Just for a minute. I'll add the beef back. Give this a stir in. I'll add the chopped tomatoes. Give it a stir. And to this now I'm going to add some coconut milk. Just a second. I'm just going to add the coconut milk. Wash my hands. And give this a stir. Right, and now I want 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. I've just added the yogurt to it as well. Give this a stir in. Right, bring this up to a boil now. I have seen Tracy doing a curry once from a lot of vlogs. Tracy cooking and allotments vlogs, that's it. And oh, bye. They look tasty as anything. The Sergeant Fury Toast, he also does really good curries. This will go darker now as when it's cooking. So just let that go dark and cook. And I let it, once it's come to a boil now, I'll just let it simmer for 1.5 hours, or until the meat is tender at least. And once this has just started to come to a boil now, so when it's come to the boil, I will now turn this down to a simmer. That's it, and I'll just let it simmer now for about an hour, hour and a half, and I'll get back to it. Dennis, if you're watching, you must try this one, because I do really like this curry. It's not as spicy. It is aromatic, but it's not as spicy, but I quite like it. It's quite good. I'll get back to this now in about an hour's time. I'll clean up in the meantime. Right, here is my beef curry, and here's the rice. Again, the rice is really nice and fluffy. The beef curry. The beef curry reduced by about half, I'd say. And no need to stick any colouring agents in it, because it came up really nice. I'm going to enjoy this. I've bought an naan bread for this, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, really enjoy. Again, if you've liked my recipe, please press like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also comment if you like. Thank you all for watching, and for all those returning, thank you. So I'm going to enjoy my curry now this evening. Makes a change from desserts, don't it? Anyway, I'm going to crack on with this. So I hope you like it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.